I just want to give you a hand. Awesome job this week.
Give you a hand. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss you.
This is my friend Angel Giuffria. She's a bionic actress.
I think you should play the hand you're dealt.
Much like my blindness, she's been an amputee since birth. Angel and I met at MIT a few months back, where we participated in the Ruderman Family Foundation's Lead 20 program.
Do you want to tell them exactly how we met?
Yes, let's tell that story.
We'll save that story for a podcast that we recorded separately from this video. Much like myself, Angel is an active advocate for disabled talent being given opportunities in the entertainment industry. I think that's why we initially clicked. During our time at MIT, Angel gave me my first close-up look at a bionic arm. I wanted to share with you what I had learned about them, and Angel's experience as a congenital amputee.
So I wear a multi-articulating myoelectric prosthesis, which is a lot of big words.
Yeah, it's a lot of big words.
Myoelectric means it works off my muscles. I was born without my arm, so my arm's short. I have short residual. This is my residual limb. I put on the prosthesis, and there's sensors inside that line up with my muscles. So the sensors sit on top of the muscles, and when I flex the muscles in my arm, it lets me open and close the hand, and it gives me control over all the digits. So myoelectric, and then multi-articulating. So multiple articulations is patterns. So if you think your hand is fully articulating, so it fully moves every single joint and digit. This one has multiple articulations, so not all of them. So it can't do all the little things, but it can do the ones that I programmed in. So I have things like finger point, this is tripod, or 3-jog chuck, which allows me to like say hold a drink or something like that.
Angel was visiting Los Angeles for the Anime Expo. She was hired to cosplay, something that she's no stranger to. Most often, she incorporates her disability into her costumes.
I understand this, but they took up all my cosplay makeup, and my armpits are like stained black from the makeup.
Are you sure that's from the makeup?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Oh man. It's for carrying heavy things, so this can have like 99 pounds of pressure against the bottom of this. I can carry all the grocery bags in. And it's really cool. I have a couple different arms now because this hand came out about 4 years ago. And so how it works is I can swap them out, and I can put a different one on to be able to wear whatever hand that I choose to wear that day. This one actually has a flexion wrist, which means that I can manually move the position of the wrist so it stays in that position, which is really cool. And then if I want to get even fancier, so this one right here has a wrist rotator, which means that I can spin the wrist 360 degrees. So now when I put this combination together, I have hand flexion from the wrist, so this part, the flexion, and then rotation from the wrist rotator. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's my fun. It's my fun party trick, is to spin my hand around when I go places.
My reunion with Angel had me thinking, though I haven't met someone who's a blind amputee, could someone who uses a hand prosthesis make use of a white cane if they had vision loss?
These are vision simulating goggles to emulate how I see. To an extent, it's not perfect, but it will kind of do the trick. Could your prosthesis potentially use a white cane?
Potentially.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Okay, so we'll put the goggles on. Okay, wow, okay.
Different?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you look towards the light.
Yeah.
Probably going to be a little bit more overexposing.
Jeez. Wow.
So we have the cane here. It's not tied right now, so
I don't even know if I know what that means.
it will spring into action if you
Oh, what do I do?
set it off.
What does that mean?
Ooh.
What are those words?
Like if it's gonna
Oh. What am I supposed to know?
form.
That's what happens?
Yeah, it forms.
Sorry, I should have
You're
guessed.
good.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I have a rolling tip, so it rolls when you can either pick it up, tap it. Some people like to tap, some people like to roll. I do a little bit of both depending on how my wrist is feeling. Sometimes my wrist gets tired when using this.
It's kind of heavy.
It can be.
I know people say that about my arm all the time, so I wonder how often you hear that and you're like, it's not bad. When someone tells you it's heavy, do you think not that heavy?
It's not that bad.
Okay, because like people take I'll hand them my arm and tell them it's light, and they're like, seems heavy to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. This is where I need to decide what grip is the best grip.
Yeah, because I'm curious. Could someone who is maybe using prosthesis, could they, would they use a cane if they're blind? So when it touches something, you usually feel a vibration, that there's something there.
So like
That's
carpet
sort of
just
feedback.
feels like,
It's soft.
yeah, it's like a lot though.
So walk over towards where I remember feeling concrete. Also,
I feel like I want to hold out my hand. Is that?
Do you feel that difference when you're like on different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I can feel it through my arm. So like, obviously
Yeah.
I don't have any feedback or haptic feedback in my hand. Like I can't feel what I'm touching, but like I feel like I can kind of feel it like up into my arm. I don't think I could do the tapping thing though. I don't think I have enough control, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So maybe a rolling tip would fit in this scenario.
Yeah.
Not to say this is like the scenario for it. Again, I imagine if someone still has one arm, they'd probably be using their cane with the other arm.
Yeah, they might though. If they're bilateral, they could be missing both arms.
Yeah. And
That exists.
that's what's kind of interesting is like that's what I'm curious is how a bionic arm would react to using bionic eyes in a sense. Like,
Well, it's
like
interesting.
in a way to extend it.
My arm is heavy, technically. If you
Yeah.
think about the fact, people are like, "Oh, well, how much does it weigh? Is it weigh more than a human or fleshy arm would weigh?" I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's not held on the same way. It's just hanging from the back of my arm rather than being held on by muscles. So like, this is actually pretty heavy. Like when I think about it, like holding having this
Yeah.
and my arm hanging from the end of your arm. I'm thinking about like shoulder wise and like posture wise, like what I would need to stand like to try alleviate some of that, because that could be, to me, I was like, wow, this is kind of heavy. Okay, so I'm gonna say the truth, it's definitely much easier to feel what's happening with my sound side, yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
But I'm gonna say, if somebody was a bilateral amputee that needed or wanted to use this, I feel like it is obviously it is an option.
Gotcha. Ready to come back to 2020? Whenever you're,
I don't
whenever
know.
your side
I don't
is.
even know what my side
Me
is
too.
at this point.
You want me to? Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
It takes a second.
Yep.
I imagine. Hell if I know.
Yeah. Do you know?
Thank you for experiencing something a little bit different today. Hope you could see different. And I hope that you could see different today. And Angel, find her work. Check out the full podcast that we did. Link will be in the description, and all of her links will be down there as well. Go support some of her work. It's great.
That'd be great.
Cool. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hear you next time.
Oh.
Can you share that?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun story.
So, I was contacted.
Whatever you can legally share.
Yeah. I was contacted